5-pound guns, the legendary lightweights. They waged epic battles and endured bitter rivalries. Some were stylists, some were sluggards. All of them became Hall of Famers. Lightweights only in name, they stood tall over boxing's finest years. Put simply, these little big men are recognized as being amongst the greatest fighters of all time. One of the first legends of the lightweight division was Benny Leonard. Leonard was knocked out in his first professional fight, but 6 years later, he was the champion of the world.
World lightweight champion, Benny Leonard, rates as, with experts as among the best lightweights to ever hold the title.
As round one gets underway, there is an electric excitement throughout the jam-packed arena.
In July 1922, Leonard fought his toughest opponent, Lew Tendler.
The fights between Lew Tendler and Benny Leonard, especially late in Benny Leonard's career, were exceptionally tough because Lew Tendler was a terrific puncher, a backwoods boy with a huge kick in either hand, and he really caught Benny Leonard at the right time in his career. But Benny Leonard still, even despite the fact that they were hard fights, still showed that he was a real artist when it came to boxing science.
The bell sounds for the start of round three. In round two, Leonard continued to box masterfully against the difficult, unorthodox southpaw style of challenger Tendler. Lew pressed the champion throughout the round and set a blistering pace. But here, in round three, the fight is settling down to exactly what the boxing experts had predicted. A hard-punching, fearless challenger against a master ring technician who has time and again demonstrated his ability to thwart the efforts of the very finest fighters in the division. Freddie Welsh, May 28, 1917, to gain the World's Lightweight Championship. It was generally agreed, in spite of the great fighters in the lightweight division, that Leonard's extraordinary ability would hold the lightweight championship for many years to come. Benny has disappointed no one. The past 5 years, as lightweight champion of the world, Benny has been virtually the most nearly perfect fighting machine that the boxing world has ever seen. It is in fact a testimonial to the superb unorthodox style of Lew Tendler that knowledgeable boxing men have given him an excellent chance to do something that not one of the present greats in the lightweight division could come close to doing, taking the lightweight championship of the world from the phenomenal Benny Leonard. Steps in with a right, but gets hit with a right from the sharp counter-punching Tendler. Just 8 weeks ago, Tendler won a sensational 15-round decision over knockout-punching Johnny Dundee. This tremendous victory, though not unexpected, catapulted Fiery Lew into this World Lightweight Championship fight with champion Leonard. It can't be said that there was a cordial feeling between the two men. Benny and Lew were scheduled to fight 1 year ago in 1921. Each man agreed to put up a $5,000 forfeit price in the event that the fight didn't take place. When the fight date approached, Benny announced that he wouldn't be able to go through with it, as he had broken a hand in training. Lew felt that Leonard wasn't really hurt, so Tendler claimed and received the forfeit of $5,000. Leonard demanded the return of the money, and Lew refused. When the two men finally got together this evening, it could be said in all fairness that this is something of a grudge fight. Leonard is using his left jab like a stinging dart, but Tendler shoots 3 hard rights to the body. Lew is confident those body shots will eventually slow up the champion. Benny continues to use that left as we get to the end of round 3. We move on to round 8. In rounds 4 through 7, each fighter alternately showed to advantage. Lew steps in and rips a left to the jaw of the champion. The blow staggers Benny as his knees buckle. See how Leonard instinctively catches hold of Tendler. Benny whispers to Lew, "You're getting a little fresh, kid. I'm going to nail you in the next round." Benny's glib tongue gives him those few extra precious seconds which he so desperately needs after stopping one of Tendler's vicious straight left-hand punches. Throughout the remainder of the round, Benny calls upon his vast experience and superb boxing ability in order to stave off defeat. Round 12, the last round of this great championship fight gets underway. Round 11 was very close, with neither fighter gaining a clear-cut advantage. Leonard, the master boxer, knows that he only has to last the round in order to keep his championship. Here in 1922, the no-decision rule had been put into effect. This rule makes it impossible for Benny to lose his championship by the decision of the judges. Lew has to knock him out in order to win, and he came very close to doing just that in the 8th round. The experts have made Leonard a slight favorite tonight, but everyone knows that anything can happen when you get a man with the determination, the fighting heart, and the knockout punch of Lew Tendler. Prior to the fight, former lightweight champion of the world, Freddie Welsh, said that the Leonard-Tendler fight was a contest that even the experts would all disagree in trying to pick the winner. Welsh said the difficulty was both men were experts at the style they each employed, and it was a case of the immovable object being struck by the unstoppable force. It's no wonder that there weren't enough seats in Boyle's 30 acres to hold all of the fans that wanted to get in. As the round draws to a close, it's apparent to everyone that they have just seen one of the great ring classics of all time. 40 years later, these two fighting giants will be the yardstick used to measure the champions who came after them. There's the bell ending the fight. Leonard fought like the master he is, courageous, brilliant, and to the last ounce a champion. But he fought a man worthy of his greatest efforts, and after 12 dazzling rounds, he's still Benny Leonard, lightweight champion of the world.